God bless you. I want to talk to you today about knowing what to ignore. If you're going to live in victory, you have to be very selective as to what you give your time and attention to. You have to know what thoughts to ignore, what comments to ignore, and I say this respectfully, what people to ignore. Every battle that comes across our path is not a battle we're supposed to fight. Many battles are simply distractions to try to lure us off course. If that battle is not between you and your God-given destiny, it's a battle you should ignore. That person at the office that's always getting on your nerves, making sarcastic comments, you can either get in there and try to fight that battle and straighten them out. If you do, you are wasting valuable time and energy that you should be using to pursue your dreams. It's a distraction. Ignore it. That family member that never gives you any credit, they celebrate everybody but you. You can either let that upset you and live frustrated, or you can dismiss it and say, no big deal. I don't need their approval. I have Almighty God's approval. It's very freeing when you realize you don't have to fight every battle. You don't have to straighten people out. You don't have to pay somebody back. You don't have to be offended because what they said. You can ignore it and live life happy. I'm convinced we would enjoy life a whole lot more if we would get good at knowing what to ignore. A reporter asked me not long ago what I thought about these two men. He called their name. I didn't know who they were. I'd never heard of them. I thought about it. I finally said, I'm sorry, I don't know them. He began to laugh and laugh. He thought that was so funny. I thought I was missing out. And I said, well, who are they? He said, Joel, they are your two most outspoken critics. They're always talking about you. He couldn't believe that I'd never heard of them. But see, I've learned this principle. I don't waste time engaging in conflicts that don't matter. I've learned the critics cannot keep you from your destiny. What they say about you doesn't define who you are. What somebody does or doesn't give you doesn't determine your worth and value. You are a child of the Most High God. The Creator of the universe breathed life into you. You have seeds of greatness on the inside. You've been crowned with favor. God has already equipped and empowered you with everything that you need. Now don't waste your valuable time trying to play up to people, trying to win over all your critics, trying to prove to someone that you're important. Well, those are battles that you're probably never going to win. You have to accept the fact some people are never going to celebrate you. They're never going to recognize your gifts. That's okay. Don't get distracted. God has already lined up the right people that will celebrate you. The right people that will cheer you on and help you fulfill your destiny. One time Jesus was in the temple. It was on the Sabbath, their day of rest, and he saw a man with a withered hand. Jesus simply said, stretch forth your hand. And immediately the man was healed. The religious leaders, the Pharisees, were there. They didn't like Jesus. They didn't understand him. They got together and said, yes, Jesus did do something good. He did heal a man, but you know what? He did it on the wrong day. He shouldn't have been working on the Sabbath. Some people, no matter what you do, they're not going to be for you. Even if you changed and met all their demands and did everything they're asking, they'd still find something you're doing wrong. You could go buy them a brand new Cadillac, hand them the car keys. They'd say, you know what? I really wanted a Lexus. They'll overlook the good and find some kind of fault. Let me give you a secret. Save you a lot of heartache and pain. Ignore it. You don't need their approval. You don't have to have them cheering you on. They may try to make you look bad, but if you'll stay on the high road and let God fight your battles, the more they talk, the more God will bless you. They may try to take you down, God will use it to take you up.